I don't believe that.
Why?
That I can do whatever I want on this channel.
Oh.
I feel like you would be like, no, Josh, we're not gonna do an ASMR fried chicken eating contest.
Do you want to do that?
No. But I feel like that would be overruled immediately if it was brought up in a meeting.
What is a... Oh, what, like we report to the board or something?
Yes. So, you know how that's how this channel is run. We go to the board. We write like Descendants 3 watch along, and we see how everyone reacts. And like I act with like overjoyous, like amazing idea. Mwah, whoever came up with this, amazing. And then you cry, and Ash claps. So that's 2 against 1. So like,
who's on the board?
Well, like you, me, Ash.
Why would he go along with you?
Because I'll be jingling some keys or a sonic blast.
He does like ice cream.
And he'll just like come over and be like, wow, that's a cup. It's got like colors and shit in it.
Oh, we were talking. That's been on.
Yeah? I'm good at this.
Well, now you're telling people that we're going to do a fried chicken ASMR, and even though I would attempt to vote against it, it would be 2 against 1, so it doesn't even matter. We can do whatever you want on the channel, Josh.
No, I don't want Dr. Pepper in my Coca-Cola. Get your inferior beverage out of here.
I almost laughed and that almost came out my nose.
Oh, fuck. Cool. Remember, we've determined that Dr. Pepper is the gamer-adjacent drink.
It's true.
Because Darian isn't gamer, he's gamer-adjacent.
I'm gamer enough that I can play through video games just at a rate and at a skill level that is not quite gamer.
Don't you want to be gamer though? Don't you want to be certified gamer? Don't you want like a Mountain Dew to just appear around you sometimes?
No, I don't.
With a bag of Cool America Doritos.
Truthfully, I'd rather have Zapp's Voodoo chips.
No.
I think they taste way better, and I don't like Mountain Dew that much.
I don't either. I don't like Mountain Dew or Doritos, but they're gamer fuel. And I'm gamer. The most oppressed group of all.
The most oppressed group of all.
Isn't that early?
Gamers.
And
hasn't happened yet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in season 2. Hasn't happened.
Gamer episode.
I don't know.
Shito desu.
Watashi no shito desu.
Okay, so this is actually like the cutest like drawing of Amicus in this game yet.
Yeah, it is pretty cute.
Look at him. He's got a goofy ass smile, and he's like, "Yay, hey."
I'm trying to find
Gamer.
I'm trying to find which episode it is.
It's the one where like Terry gets locked up in like this weird council. Oh my god, you're playing.
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
That's me. That's literally me.
I'm gonna have to link that into the Discord real quick. Gotta put that in.
It's pretty shui.
It's so shui.
It's
man.
pretty shui. Okay, blue lights swirl in front of my eyes in intricate, spiraling tendrils. I don't like that wording.
You don't like why?
I just don't.
Do you just not like the word tendrils?
Well, like this whole thing. I'm like, nah.
It's great. But it's fun.
It's beautiful, and I begin to focus. I see blurry, gray shape in the middle of it all. Even before I'm fully able to see him, I know it's my wolf. I smile and reach up, cupping at the warm, furry form. At some point along this little journey, I've stopped caring about whether the things I see are real or not. I'm just happy that I'm seeing him. He smiles down at me.
Hey.
Oh my god. Hey. God, I hate that scene.
It's great.
It's so dumb.
It's great.
It's so dumb.
It's great.
I lie quietly in his arms for a while and just enjoying the comforting blue glow. I'm reminded of when I first met Amicus, when you punched him, when our ship stalled out in the blue dusty cloud, when he'd finally revealed to me his botched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's such a weird spelling.
it's how it's spelled.
I get it,
but it
weird. Doesn't look right.
Okay.
Botched plan. That feels so distant now, like it was years ago. Well, it's been like half a year.
Well, you see, yeah. I mean, I get why botched looks weird to you, but it might be that you're trying to see it as Boshed plan, like Vaughn's Boshed plan.
Yeah,
where he goes around telling people that
yeah.
he's Captain Bosch.
I'm Captain Bosch of Damascus.
It's his Boshed plan. He boshed it up. Man, get boshed.
Oh my god.
Bishwe, get boshed. There we go. New slogan for Adastra. Not to the stars. Bishwe, get boshed.
Get boshed. I forgot to check what the slogan for, like, Glory Hounds was. It probably has one. I just forgot to look it up.
Yeah, I just think it's really funny in the description. You're probably wondering.
That was the line that stood out to me the most in that first play session.
It's really funny. I saw it, like, I scrolled down and opened the description. I'm like, oh my god.
Look, I choose good quotes to put down there.
You really do. It's true.
I do.
It's true.
They can sometimes be sentimental, like the game wants me to do it.
Yeah.
And other times I'm like, no.
Like on this live playthrough, you said Murray is clearly the cutest.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That feels so distant now. Like, yeah, whatever. I take a deep breath, and something about it feels strange, almost like something mechanical is moving in my neck. I reach up, touching my lips to my throat, and for a moment they brush against something that feels like thin lines of flesh.
I'm sorry. You're reading. You said, "Put my lips against my throat."
What? Oh fuck! Fuck! Fingers to my throat. Whatever. Shut up. But Amicus reaches down to move my hand away, pressing it to my chest instead. You can shut the fuck up.
The visual was just too funny.
Just do it.
You're all right. You're gonna be fine now.
What? Can you not do that? What? That's when I realized that my voice sounds strange. It still sounds like me, but there's something slightly off about it. Like it's a little higher, maybe even just a little robotic. I frown. Amicus presses against my chest firmly, comfortingly.
It's okay. I know it might feel a bit strange, but you won't even notice it after a few days.
What is he talking about?
You got a new neck, buddy.
Again, I lay quietly in his arms as I gather my thoughts. The fight, the dagger, right. The darkness, the parents, I look up at Amicus and question. What happened? I try to ignore the strange, soundless, mechanical clicking feeling in my throat, okay, while also trying to get used to my voice. It's like hearing myself in a recording, just not quite right. Amicus chuckles, sounding exhausted, relieved, and maybe even a little sad at the same time.
Quite a bit happened, Marco.
But the parents, I thought they wanted us to meet them. Amicus's gentle smile wavers for a moment.
Well, they did. I met them.
What? I don't remember. I rack my memory, but nothing comes up.
You lost consciousness when it happened.
Aw, fuck! I frown at that, wondering why that would happen, but Amicus doesn't offer an explanation. I look down at my chest, and instead of coating of blood, I expect to see I'm clean and bare, aside from a few small wet spots on my chest. I suppose Amicus had been a little more emotional before I'd woken up. I look back at him, then press my face against his body, and he responds by hugging me close to his chest for a moment. So it's over. They decided to bring me back? My voice is muffled against his fur. My strange, not quite right voice. Amicus loosens his hold on me, allowing me to look back up at his face.
Yes, it's over.
The tension that I had held in my chest ever since I arrived, ever since the being abducted from my bedroom in Italy, it all released slowly. For once, I feel light and free, and I sag in the wolf's arms, sighing deeply. For now, even now, I'm starting to get used to the new feeling in my throat.
I love you.
Sure. I love you too.
Sure. You know, whatever, I guess. It's fine.
I smile up at him, and despite everything being over, I can't help but notice that he seems a bit sad too. I rest a hand against his chest. You alright? Amicus laughs loudly, shaking my entire body.
Aside from nearly losing everything I hold dear, I suppose I'm alright, yes.
I try to sit up, and Amicus keeps me reclined gently but firmly. You sure? You seem upset. The big wolf sighs deeply, and I feel his torso puff out against my side and shoulder.
There are things I must tell you, but later. It's not important right now.
That tension that had been so mercifully loosened in my chest suddenly appears again, albeit in a much smaller way. I want to ask more, but for now, I just want to rest. Well, as long as I'm not going to pass out and wake up completely confused again, I feel like that's all I've been doing the past month. Amicus huffs in amusement.
Yes, you do have a knack for such things.
We go quiet again, and it's a nice kind of quiet. We're both just basking in the peaceful aftermath of our month-long struggles. For a while, though, my wolf meets my eyes again.
Marco?
Yes, Amicus?
I'm sorry.
Sorry?
For everything. For taking you from your planet, for involving you in Adastran politics, for acting as if I knew better. Even if it was part of the parents' plan, it doesn't make it right. And I'm sorry.
Plan? Amicus lets out a small, tired laugh, shaking his head.
Again, I'll tell you later. Let's just be together for now.
I nod in agreement, and ignoring the click in my neck, clinging to my wolf. God, okay. Happy to be in this quiet little corner of the universe, undisturbed by politics, mad emperors, or monolithic space entities.
Crazy. Going crazy.
Right? The following days are strange, to say the least. After what happened in the amphitheater, the Wolven population has seemingly taken great interest in me. I guess I'm sort of a celebrity at this point. I got my first taste of this while lounging in a dining room. Only half paying attention to the screens when I realized it's a reenactment of the trial of combat between Amicus and Kato.
That was fast.
Right? My character, portrayed by a small wolf wearing a rather uncanny human mask. Amazing.
oh no.
It was this paper mache,
And, the way it would fit is, it's pushing just to the muzzle, so it's, a flat...
Oh, it's a huge, big,
Or no, in my...
Oh, it's like a can, just over,
In my head, it was just, like a paper plate mask with string that goes around the back of the wolf head, pushing to the front of
I was thinking, a whole
muzzle.
ass bucket over the kid's head.
Like a bucket shape, just painted.
With, a mop on top, just...
I mean, it's basically Marco.
We got there.
He's basically a wet mop.
Right? jumps in at the last second to plunge the dagger into Kato's back. He's then stabbed directly in the throat by Kato, instead of slashed, and stabbed for several seconds, clutching his neck while Amicus tears at Kato's throat, and then arrives just in time to catch me as he swoons back. I have to stop watching at this point. The memories of what happened too fresh and traumatizing, for me to see played out, even if it's terribly acted out. While I suppose it's nice to be liked by a general population, I can't help but feel it's for the wrong reasons. I'm definitely being portrayed as a noble savage? Yes. I kept trying to say salvage.
Where's the L?
What if I like L's? L's and R's?
Do you like taking L's, Josh?
No, I just like L's and R's.
Do you take L's?
Never.
We only take W's,
right?
baby.
We only take W's, baby. We only...
W's, only dubs. We dubs, only dubs. You are gamer, after all.
I am gamer. Are we human or are we gamer?
Are we gamer? That's pretty good.
A noble savage of sorts, so in love with my master that I broke the rules to save him, or I just didn't understand the rules well enough to abide by them. Either way, it makes me feel kind of uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Amicus is kept busy, of course. The quiet moment I had with him in the archives is actually the last really long moment alone I've had with him since. Almost immediately after Amicus is whisked away to various ceremonies and meetings as everything becomes official. Amicus is the Emperor now, and he seems to be taking it to it rather well, especially after the incredibly stressful events preceding it. Wow. Okay.
What?
Cat just there.
She's just sleeping.
She's just there.
She likes it up there.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Personally, where's Ive? Nope. His personality has...
There you go.
Yeah, there's these words. It's just going.
It do.
His personality has always been silly and a bit immature, but after taking the throne, he's been on a persona of a cool, calm leader. It's a side of him that I've seen occasionally flashes of, and while I'm happy to see him fitting the role as well, I can't help but feel a bit sad that he has to quash that playful, outgoing side of himself.
What do you think Amicus's persona is?
I suppose it's one of those parts of having to grow up. I try staying out of his way for now, knowing he has so much to do. But on the second day after the trial, I'm told by Calm that Amicus wants to speak to me.
So official, being summoned
right
by the Emperor.
Cool. I open the door immediately, hearing Virginia's voice, raised slightly in annoyance. No, Lux is the city in a desperate need of funds right now. Lex is doing very well.
Why would you name two cities like that?
Wait, Lux? What?
A city named Lux and a city named Lex. Interesting.
Well, of course Lex is doing well.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. Did nothing wrong.
Well, I'm sorry, but the names are rather similar, are they not? I meant Lux, anyway.
Even if you meant it that way, I can guarantee you the Triumvirates wouldn't be pleased hearing you mistakenly refer to the cities they are from.
All right. Calm down. I'll be sure to remember that. And don't yell at me in front of the Triumvirates, please. You'll only give my critics more weaponry if I'm seen allowing my own sister to treat me in such a way.
Well, don't be a shit. All the more reason to not to make mistakes, then. The two seem to realize that I'm there finally and cease their argument.
Marco, we were just finishing our conversation.
Were we? I'm going to drill you on all of this again on our flight to the city. Virginia makes her way past me, pausing to rest upon my shoulder. Maybe I should put you in charge of my brother's studies. At least he listens to you. The she-wolf rolls her eyes before disappearing through the door, leaving us in silence so that Amicus's big, heavy sigh seems to resonate through the entire room.
God, she's relentless.
Isn't that a good thing?
I suppose, but it doesn't make it any easier to deal with.
Amicus is walking towards me, and immediately takes me up into a deep hug, followed by a kiss. I kiss back, feeling Amicus's tense body relax against mine, and I feel happy at the idea that I might be able to relieve this stress so easily. He finally draws back, smiling as he does.
How have you been? I know I've been rather absent lately, but...
I know. Official business and everything, it's been okay. Just trying to adjust to all the new. I sweep a hand under me, then hesitantly bring it to my neck. The wound that the parents had somehow healed. My trachea?
There you go.
Wow!
You got it in one, man.
Yeah, my trachea! And vocal cords have been replaced and repaired with something. I try not to think about it, and I've gotten used to it for the most part.
Well, I hope you've been adjusting smoothly then.
Amicus brushes a paw through his hair, looking me over. What was it you wanted to talk about? Amicus pulls his paw back, and the look on his face starts to worry me. Is it about what happened with the parents? At this point in time, I know that something involving me happened while I'd been unconscious. For some reason, I'd been kept unaware of the conversation that happened between Amicus and the parents. Amicus nods, rubbing an arm awkwardly.
Yes. It's rather complicated, so it may take a moment for me to explain it all.
The wolf guides me to the sofa, and we sit side by side as Amicus drapes an arm around my shoulder. Over the next few minutes, he tells me of the deal he made with the parents, that he'd submit himself to their will if only to bring me back to life. It's a similar decision that I had to make, and I shake my head. I don't like that. Oh, why are they doing this to us? Amicus shrugs loosely against me, shaking his head as well.
I honestly don't know, but I can tell you that my view of them has changed quite a bit since what happened.
So what? Now you have to do whatever they say, or something bad happens to me? Again, his hand drapes up to my neck, wondering if there's something more to the mechanics in my throat. An irrational part of my mind wonders if maybe there's some type of self-destruct mechanism built into it.
Oh man. So that means Marco is Rei and Amicus is Shinji.
Oh no. Good. You know, I always knew that Marco was a doormat.
Oof.
I don't know, is Amicus as endearing as Shinji? I'm gonna get flack for that.
Bless.
I don't know, I've always thought that Shinji was like an endearing character.
Right. You know, he had things about him.
He's got things, you know?
There's been this artist on Twitter who does like Hey Arnold art and has been doing like aged up for like, you know, like aged up versions of them. And,
Virgins.
Anyway, and one of them was they drew them all as Ava characters.
No.
And Arnold was Shinji.
Of course.
Helga was Asuka.
Oh yeah.
And I think Lola was Rei. And then it showed like some of the side characters doing that. And who was Misato? Oh fuck, I can't remember who Misato was. This might be hard to find. Give me a few minutes. Just keep going.
I shudder at the thought of my throat suddenly exploding. Well, you have to read now.
Damn. I doubt that, but I feel that maybe they would make it difficult for us to stay together if I did. Our meeting together, it was planned by the parents.
This was something I'd sort of assumed on my own, but I still bristled nevertheless. See? They're using our love against us. This is just fucked up. Amicus just nods quietly, but draws me closer with his arm around my shoulder. So they just draw us together? I was like the most compatible human to you, so now they can make us make sure we do as we're told, so we can stay together. Again, Amicus is quiet, just holding me. I don't like this.
Neither do I.
So if your job is to bring the Galaxia together, what's my job? To piss off.
Piss off.
Amicus takes another slow, deep breath, which only spikes my anxiety. I realize that the release I felt in the archive room was only temporary. In retrospect, I suppose it was a bit silly that I thought everything would be fine after Amicus became Emperor.
Okay, so...
Oh,
So that's them,
okay.
which I think it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And then,
Oh,
of course she got
let's
Mari,
go.
of course.
Yeah, best girl.
there she...
Oh my god. By the way, I love that, like, the black one dies.
Gerald. Yeah, given that's who, yeah. Oofy doofy. But these designs are just really good. fucking grip.
Okay, so, like, are we at a point in society that everyone... That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That everyone can finally agree that Mari winning was the best choice?
I mean, I never had any qualms with it. Oh, but here's some more. Pretty good. But just this person that does, like, the designs, like...
Oh, they're pretty good.
Just pretty solid, I think,
good.
overall.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Not too bad,
Yeah.
not too bad. They do a lot, and then they've recently been on this kick of drawing Simpsons characters.
Oh, God.
And everyone's, like, thirsting after their shitty little Millhouse. He's in a stupid, like, Midwest emo band.
No.
Look at it. Look at what he's reading. He's like,
no.
he said, "Wow, he just like me for real." But her art's really good. Very pleasant.
No. Fucking hate that. Oh god.
Oh, nope. Gotta refill it for the people. For the people, man. I forget, did someone post this in the Discord? I feel like Selkie would have posted
Okay. But look how the cap landed when I threw it.
Oh my god.
I'm a god!
That's pretty good.
Yo. I'm actually amazing.
I'm so good.
Aren't I? This is only the beginning.
Well, this is what I wanted to talk to you about.
I wait, feeling Amicus steel himself for what he's about to say, and I feel my anxiety grow. How bad could this actually be? And then he lets out the breath with a rush of words, seemingly trying to get the explanation out all at once.
The parents told me that your mission is to begin the process of integrating humans into the Galaxia.
I'm only starting to absorb that when Amicus takes another breath, okay, and starts another slew of words.
They want you to return to Earth and complete a series of steps to begin the integration process, a process that will take...
Amicus suddenly winces, as though the words themselves hurt.
That will take around 8 years to complete.
That last bit takes the longest for me to comprehend. 8 years? 8 years? Like, I'll have to go to Earth for 8 years and do a bunch of crap to bring my planet into the Galaxias? Amicus nods, and I see the deep sadness on his face. This explains why he wasn't exactly happy after we'd escaped the parental dimension. I find myself at a loss for words, even... Oh, Cat Rise. Cat Rise.
She stretch. She's off.
She hopped down. Descending.
Mm-hmm. She doing it, huh?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Nice and soft. And
even though there's so much I want to ask, Amicus tries to fill the silence.
Your planet won't be conquered or anything. Rather, you're already on a sibling-like level. You're unique in that you can't that you aren't exactly a sibling species, but you won't be under the control of another civilization, if that makes sense. Aside from the parents, of course.
That's a relief, I suppose. Though the more I learn about the parents, the more I'm unsure about any of this. While I'd once worried about the wolves invading Earth, I'm not sure I'd want the parents to be doing the same. The way we're being used like this, like we're just a pair of tools, aren't you though? It makes my skin crawl. Scrin call, yes.
Screen call.
Yeah. In the 8 years, will I be able to see you?
Nope.
I see the corners of Amicus's muzzle dip down deeply into a frown before stubbornly pulling back up, the way they often did when he was trying not to tear up.
No, but I discussed with them those supplements that we take to extend our lifespans. You'll be able to take them to make those 8 years seem more negligible.
The way Amicus is talking, fast-paced and upbeat, tells me that he's trying to make it sound like it isn't a huge deal at all, but it is. 8 years. The arm around my shoulder brings me into a full hug now, pressing my face against his chest.
I know. It seems like a long time, and it is. But after that, we'll be free.
Amicus's voice is strained, like there's a heavy weight on his chest. We both know we won't. And I'm gonna have to do all of that alone? Couldn't you come help me? Now I sound like a child. I can see Amicus's eyes glistening, but he stubbornly continues to smile.
You won't need my help. You're fully capable on your own. Besides, we'll see each other again as soon as your series of planned steps are completed.
Over the course of 8 years.
And once we reach that point, we'll finally be able to relax. We'll be able to finally relax and...
But will we? I'm still trying to absorb the idea of a years-long mission. A mission that involves introducing...
What are you doing, girl?
I like that scared Ash. What are you doing?
She sees something in the box.
What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box?
There's like stuff. Stuff and things. Okay.
Okay.
Ash is like, this bitch waking me up for nothing.
Right? Introduce all of Earth to the idea of sapient life beyond our planet. The idea is harrowing enough. But after being strung along by the parents like this, I have to wonder. It seems like after we accomplish every step, there's a bigger one right after. I feel my heart rate pick up, but rather than becoming angry, I'm feeling kind of desperate. How much more are they gonna ask from us? This whole thing is just puppeteering. We're not in control of anything at all.
Marco.
Amicus reaches out to me, and I stand up.
Please, I know this is hard. I've been trying to figure out a way not to drag you into this, but the parents seem intent.
This isn't fair. This isn't fair, though. We paid our dues. I fucking died. Twice! Again, I sound like a little kid. I can't help myself. This really isn't fair at all. I didn't ask for any of this. Originally, I had Amicus to blame. He was the one that brought me here in the first place. Now, though, knowing that everything was planned and orchestrated by the parents, I feel powerless. Like I didn't have any choice from the very beginning. I didn't even have a say in this.
But you do. I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Amicus has his paws raised, and I can see that he's still trying to hold back tears. I want to lash out at something, but I know this isn't his fault, especially now, so I try to calm myself, making a few deep breaths and swallowing hard.
They told me you can make a decision, just as I made mine.
I'm quiet for a moment, still breathing heavily.
You can choose not to accept the mission. They will not force you to do it. We have around 9 months before the mission begins.
I stare at the wolf, letting those words sink in. And if I don't accept, what are the consequences? That deep frown returns to Amicus's face.
Well, they won't provide transport back to Earth. Of course, I'll likely be able to set it up for you now, but considering that the integration will be delayed, I would be disallowed from returning to see you.
More manipulation. I clench my hand to the fists, willing the parents, whatever the fuck they are, to feel my anger toward them for doing this to us. I half expect my throat to just burst right then and there and send a shower of blood over Amicus, who's still sitting in front of me. Oh, we Ray, all right.
Right?
We do it.
We do it.
Yeah. So either I do what they say, or I never see you again.
Well, you could choose not to return to Earth. I'm not suggesting that be your decision, but it is one of the possibilities.
I look away, never having been so unsure of what to do in my life. This all feels so wrong. I've always felt wrong about the parents, but I never suspected this. I need to go think about this. I'm starting to turn away when Amicus abruptly stands up. I think he's going to come after me, maybe wrap me up in another hug. Instead, he keeps his paws behind his back, looking at me with an expression of stoic duty.
All right, I'll be heading out into the city for part of the day to visit with the Triumvirate. And whatever you choose, Marco, I will fully support you.
It takes me a moment to realize that Amicus is using his official face right now, and it's strange to have him use it on me. Even now, even though I know he's doing it to make things easier for me, to not sway my decision based on his emotions, I hate that he has to do it. I shake my head and turn away, walking out of the room even as I hear Amicus make a strangling noise as he cuts himself off and holds back from saying whatever he was going to say. Okay, I think we'll end the episode here.
All right, wow, more drama.
Yeah,
even after
it's still going.
It's still happening.
This is long epilogue. We're not to the epilogue yet.
Jeez,
it's just still going.
It's fine. I mean, I didn't. We buckled in. We strapped back in.
Yeah, we are.
It just is what it is, I guess.
Right. Well, we'll see you around, everyone.